Oh my god, I started spinning in the air then. I thought it was all over.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this episode, we are going on a bike trip to Up. Stay tuned, I'll show you more. Well, guys, as I said, this weekend, me and the wife are heading away on the bike. It's been a long time since we've done that, probably about 4 or 5 years. Becky's only been on the back once, I think, since she was pregnant. So we're going away for the weekend. We're heading around some awesome places in North Wales. Weather forecast is mixed. It's supposed to be quite sunny today and mostly tomorrow, actually. But Sunday's a little bit cloudy, possible rain on the way back. Fingers crossed for that. Only obstacle so far is idiot forgot to charge the bike last night, and the bike has not been used in about a week and a half. The battery, I think, may be on its way out on this. I'm gonna have to get it switched out. If anyone has a battery they want to test, lithium ion or something like that, give us a shout. Happy to test it on the channel. Currently on the supercharger, try and get it charged up as quickly as possible. We're running up through South Wales, Mid Wales, then we're staying in a slate mine overnight. I cannot wait to show you what we got planned for this weekend. It's going to be an awesome weekend, and I'm hoping my wife's going to enjoy it. Let's show you what we've got packed in the bike. So excuse all the nest of cables, bike's on charge, but here we go. This is completely full, and I've even modified the Advan Black Tour Pack to accept this net here, which will allow me to keep stuff like my tyre pump, my puncture repair kit's in there. There's a first aid kit in there somewhere, visor cleaning stuff, gloves, spare gloves, heated vest, inner gloves. This is for tomorrow's activity, hopefully. And then there's a little towel there in case the bike gets wet overnight, we can wipe it down. Got the drone, camera gear, waterproof jacket, waterproof trousers just in case, gimbal, snacks, many of the snacks. In here, second camera for Becky, some sarnies which I've crushed to death, not a lot of space in here, my bag, and then Becky's clothes on the other side. Need some convincing to close, and then I got our water and our drinks up here. Perfect. I forgot to say, not using the Saddlemen on this trip, we're using the CVO seat. I love the Saddlemen, the step up, I think it's awesome, but the back end is not really suited for long distance pillion traveling. If you're gonna buy a Saddlemen for traveling, especially with a pillion or 50-50, the road sofa is probably your best option. I literally ride probably 80-90% on my own, so that Saddlemen step up is perfect for me. I wish we were having it on this trip, but for my wife's bum comfort, we're going with the CVO seat with a gel pad on top. Slightly gutted because I love the Saddlemen, but it's my wife's comfort. I want her to be comfortable on the back of the bike, so we're switching out and we're going to run the CVO seat. Should we see if it starts? It's only been 10 minutes, but this charger is epic. Should we see if it starts? Please start. I'm sure it's a neutral because that would make for a hilarious YouTube clip. Ready? Right, well, it's time to get on the road. You ready? Yeah. Let's go. So we've made it to our afternoon lunch stop. I got some squashed beef and horseradish sandwiches. Becky's got some nice roast chicken sandwiches. And we're going to sit here by this wonderful dam. I will look at the camera. I'm just going to try and look where I'm going because I don't want to fall down these steps. But look at this view, guys. Check this out. This little spot is called Llyn Clywelog. As you've heard me say before, Llyn means lake, Clywelog, no idea. Any of you speak Welsh? Mine is very rusty. Let me know down in the comments. So this epic lake here is where we're going to stop for our lunch. So hope you're enjoying the trip so far, because we are. Not too cold, definitely not raining. The sun's there somewhere. There it is. Awesome. Well, it's time to get back on the road. That was a really nice lunch here at Llyn Clywelog. Nice smashed sandwiches and some crisps. Flew the drone around a little bit. It's getting a little bit colder, so I got my jacket on and we're just getting ready to get back on the bike. We'll see you on the road. Well guys, here we are, we've made it to Beddgelert on the bike. A little bit of a ropey approach, to be honest. I've never been that way before. That was a lovely road, but then it kind of had to rely on the Harley sat nav for reasons I'll explain later on. Something to do with the Win module, Apple CarPlay and the headsets. It's been playing around all day. But it tried to take us up like some random side road, but my knowledge of the area came pretty well, to be honest. I could see Penna Pass and one of the bigger mountains in Snowdon. So we navigated alongside the river and we ended up coming in. We normally come in sort of that road across the bridge that way, but we came in on that side river. Really good, really enjoyed it, really nice road. Becky's first time here, and I will show you what Beddgelert is like because it is a beautiful place. We stopped here just beside the river. Have a look at this. Cheers.
Cheers, babe.
So,
Yeah.
it's your first time on the bike for a long distance
Yeah.
for nearly 4 years.
Yeah. 3.
What do you
Well,
think?
long distance. I'm aching,
Yeah.
but I'm feeling good.
So the biggest complaint, two biggest complaints on the blue bike, the street glide I had, was the seat was crap
Yeah.
and the suspension was crap.
It was hard. Yeah.
Is the suspension better?
Way better.
There you go,
A
guys.
lot
So
softer.
if any of you are 2 up or even 1 up on a touring model, change the suspension, get it set up properly. It's way more comfy now, right?
Yes, definitely.
We've got the CVO seat on, which for me is crap, but for you it's been quite nice.
Yeah. It's a lot wider for me. I don't like the
And
narrow seat.
last time you had the sissy bar, didn't you? But we got
Yeah.
a tour pack now.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Can't really tell, to be honest. This one's higher up my back, so I don't know if that makes it feel weird.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one was a bit lower, so it was a bit more natural, if you get
Yeah.
what I mean, in the curve.
So there we are, guys. You heard it here first. The suspension is much better. So that was actually a really good upgrade. Even I can feel that the bike sort of rebounds less. It's not as sharp and it doesn't like bottom out or anything. Now it's like it glides. It definitely moves quite a lot. I mean, we're carrying 2 people plus luggage on a 400 kilo bike, so you're pushing probably at least 600 kilos, I'd say. Suspension is much better. The seat for me, the CVO seat is crap. It's supposed to be way lower down. I ache in my hips. My lower back's worse. I've never been so fatigued early on in the ride. The Saddlemen is amazing, but if you're going to buy a Saddlemen for 2 up, buy the road sofa. I mostly ride the bike 90% probably solo. The step up is better for me, but if you're going to ride a lot of 2 up or 50-50, go for the road sofa. The Saddlemen seats are brilliant. Just go for the road sofa and make sure you get some decent suspension on the back as well. Cheers.
Cheers, babe.
You're going to have this quick half, go over and see Gelert's grave, which I'll explain to you when we get there, Beddgelert. And then we're going to ride and head back to the hotel. Just a bit of a surprise. Catch you in a bit. So this is Beddgelert, or Gelert's grave. We're heading over to Gelert's grave site right now. Those of you who've watched some of my older videos, I sort of narrated a video about 2 years ago for when we came up here. But for those of you who haven't watched it, I'll give you a bit of a lowdown. So this is this fantastic little site in basically the foot of the Snowdonia Mountains. You can see part of it up there, and there's a massive one just up there. Amazing riding routes around here. There's about 4 or 5 epic roads, but also where we just had a pint, the river sort of splits off, and then the river you can walk directly alongside. A lot of people in the summer come down here for a bit of a swim, bit of a paddle around. It's a nice fast flowing river, but not too deep. Really nice and cool. We've got some of our favourite delicacies over here. Stevie the biker, if you're watching, one of your favourites, mate. Can't fault it. There's loads there for you to choose from, mate. You don't have to be picky. But it's about a 5-10 minute walk down to Gelert's gravesite, and I will explain to you exactly what the gravesite's all about when we get there. I'm not sure if the microphone actually is picking that up, but it sounds like an actual genuine person over there, but it's not. It's the deepest sheep's voice I've ever heard. Right guys, let me tell you the story for the second attempt of Beddgelert. So, as the story goes, a long time ago, the king had a baby son. He additionally had a faithful hound called Gelert. Gelert was left at home whilst the king went out on a hunt to look after the baby. Whilst the king was out, a wolf had breached the house, assuming there was no windows in those days, had breached the house and decided to try and attack the baby. Gelert valiantly fought off the wolf by killing it, but had injured himself in the process, saving the baby, but tipped the cot upside down. When the king returned to his home, or the castle, I assume, he had entered the room where his baby was sleeping, where he last left him, and there was blood all over the room. The cot was upside down and the baby was nowhere to be seen, but Gelert lay there on the floor. Jumping to conclusions, for some reason, the king stabbed Gelert, killed him, drove his sword through his heart, then heard the baby crying, and when he turned the cot over and found the baby, there lay next to the baby the dead body of the wolf. And in remorse, the king then, heartbroken, buried Gelert here at Beddgelert, or Gelert's grave. That is the story behind Beddgelert and Gelert's grave. Quite a sad story, but an epic place. Not sure if it's a real thing or if it's like a tale. There's a thing called the Mabinogion in Wales, that they're like tall tales basically, to do with kings and queens and things that are kind of fitting for this land. But nonetheless, an epic place and a beautiful spot alongside this river. And you would have seen from the drone footage how epic it is, just in the backdrop of Snowdonia National Park there. If you fall in, it's going on YouTube, so. Cold?
Right. Yeah, cold.
Not surprised, it's ice water from the mountains. This is where a good husband would come down and help you out, but this is where this good husband's gonna sit here and laugh and put it on YouTube
Yeah,
if you fall down.
Watch. Good old knee pads.
There we go.
I'll walk this way.
We will see you on the road. Well guys, we have made it here after a 4.5 hour journey. We did stop for a little bit in Beddgelert to check it out, but we are at this epic place called Llyn. This is known for slate mining, one of the biggest slate mines I believe in Europe, but definitely in Wales. I will give you some more facts as we stay here, but with this epic hotel called Plas Weynedd. Really nice so far. Staff's been really accommodating. We're going to sit down, have a nice G&T and a soft drink, and then I'll show you around, see what you think. Well, that's it. That's the bike safely locked up and our riding done for the day. We're now going to head up to the room after we finished our drinks, G&T and a Coke. We're going to head up to our room and get ready because we've got a table booked for 8 PM to try some of the delicious food offered here at Plas Weynedd. Pretty beat, pair of us. Try and get you to focus on Becky's face for a bit and then mine because the camera's been a dick, but we're pretty beat. Been a nice ride, probably about 4.5 hours I suppose, maybe about 5 including stopping there at Beddgelert. Really nice to stop there though. Becky's never been. I really enjoyed it. I love going back there. It's always peaceful and quiet, but that is the least amount of people I've ever seen there, which is really nice, and probably the sunniest I've ever been, so it's quite glorious in the end. But yeah, enjoying a nice couple of drinks on the veranda here. We're gonna head back up to the room in a minute, get changed. See you in a bit. Right guys, so I've gone for the bao buns. Originally we went for the chicken souvlaki, but it's sold out, so we've gone for something else. I've gone for the bao buns and dirty fries, and Becky's gone for the crab roll. Becky's got crabs. Anyway, time to dig in. We're going to enjoy this. Camera eats first, we eat second. Well, guys, there we have it. That takes the whole day to a close, and what a fantastic day we've had today on the road. Really nice to get away for the weekend. It's been fantastic. We've been blessed with the weather all day today and some great roads. It's been really quiet for probably 2/3 of the day on the road, which is always handy. We have got some absolutely spectacular activities planned for tomorrow. You're going to have to wait and see exactly what they are. We are looking forward to them. It's one of Becky's favourite activities, and she used to do it a lot when she was a kid. So we're really looking forward to it. Less riding tomorrow, more sightseeing, but you're going to get to see some really epic stuff. But you're going to have to wait till the next episode. So guys, make sure you like, share and subscribe. Be subscribed for the next episode, like and share, because it really helps YouTube's algorithm in sharing my videos a little bit further away. I will see you in the next one. Ride safe, take care, good night.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.